Bro, I was not prepared for what this one was going to throw at us in Scrapnik number 4. What a finale. Wow. Let's get into this. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Wolfie Reviews, where I, Wolfie, take a look at the newest IDW outings of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, dramatically read it back to you, and then give it a review. Today's issue is Scrapnik Island number 4, the final part of the 4-part series. Let's say we hit 500 likes in this video, and I'll go back and do a dramatic reading for Scrapnik Island number 2 and Scrapnik Island number 3. Now buckle up, strap in, grab a snack, and enjoy the dramatic reading of issue number 4. Subject secure. Eggnog and modifications implemented. Mind transfer preparations complete.
Mind transfer? What are you yammering about?
That helmet on your head is an old Eggman prototype. There was once a time when the Doctor became enamored with the idea of controlling his badniks directly, using only his mind. But just as he'd cracked it, he got bored and scrapped the whole project. Now, with the help of your Fox Friends tablet, I'm going to use it to download my mind into your body.
Wait, are you gonna suck out my brains? You can't be serious!
Oh, but I am. The scrambled egg carrier is a hulking piece of junk, held together by naivete and blind faith. It will never fly, but you can run across water. With your speed, I can finally escape this infernal garbage dump. I'll make sure the Doctor never forgets me again.
What about Sigma and the rest of your friends? You're just gonna ditch them? The way Eggman ditched you?
Friendship is a weakness. A brief glitch in my software brought on by an eroding processor. They were never my friends.
You're full of it! You don't mean that!
Enough talk! I'll show you exactly what I mean. Commenced mind transfer.
Ah! Ah!
Stop! Stop! Huh? No, wait! What are you doing?
With the Scrapnik's help, they managed to destroy Mecha Sonic's machine, stopping him from transferring his mind to Sonic.
It's gone. It's all gone. All my work. Now I'll never get off this island. You ruined everything! I'll crush you! Plans ruined. Must escape. Island.
What's going on? Whose voice is that?
I'm not trash.
And what's with these fragments I'm picking up on? It's like someone else's memories are being shoved into my head, but they're all busted up and hard to process. This anger, this sadness, it's not mine.
As Sonic looks up, he sees Mecha Sonic assaulting one of the Scrapniks, and quickly intervenes.
Ugh, it's like my ankle's being stabbed by 1,000 needles. Keep it together, Sonic. One foot in front of the other. Keep moving forward. Fight through the pain.
Pain? What do you know about pain?
There's that voice again. Is it you?
What you're feeling right now is nothing compared to what I've endured. You've never been cast aside and robbed of your value, your purpose.
Did that helmet thing link our brains?
You may have bested me the last time we fought, but not this time. You're all alone. You're out of options, and you're wounded. You've reached your limit.
Ah, but see, that's the thing about limits, though. They're meant to be broken.
As Sonic and Mecha race through the conveyor belts, they wind up inside an incinerator, taking their battle towards the dangerous insides.
You're wide open!
With one thunderous kick, Sonic is able to knock the cast off, as well as jolt Mecha's memory back to normal. As Mecha falls inside the garbage heap, Sonic begins trying to save him.
Grab a hold of my hand!
Your freedom is enviable, Sonic. To explore the world at your leisure, unhindered by regret or failure. It must be nice. Leave me. This is what I deserve. My original Eggman directive. Destroyed Sonic the Hedgehog. Mission failure. My new Sigma directive. Protect the Scrapniks. Next mission, failure. I'm a failure. I am worthless. I am trash.
Cut the crap, will ya? You give yourself value and purpose. No one else. You gotta live for you. That's what it really means to be free. Now take my hand.
As Sonic's words reach Mecha, the defeated Badnik finally takes his hand.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
I think I might have overdid it with my foot. I can't move at all.
All that big talk and you can't even actually get us out of here?
Hey, I'm working on it, alright?
Just when it seems like all hope is lost, another hand grabs onto Sonic's.
Tails! Told you should have just sat back and rested. Now, Sigma.
Affirmative.
Come on, everybody. Pull!
With all the help of the Scrapniks, they're able to get the two out of the incinerator. Your forgiveness is requested, Mecha. This unit was unaware of your inner turmoil.
Huh? Sonic, are you? Nah, these aren't my tears.
Soon.
And that should do it. It wasn't easy, but both Mecha Sonic and Mecha Knuckles are now officially free of Eggman's old programming.
The Scrapniks will never forgive your kindness and bravery, Sonic. And Tails, we are in your debt.
Hey, no sweat, Sig. All in a day's work. Yeah, don't mention it. Glad we could help. Now let's go fix the tornado.
Affirmative. Outside.
The value of one's existence isn't determined by successes and failures. Both are fleeting and impairment. What truly matters is having the courage to keep moving forward. I see that now. Thank you, Sonic. I know not what the future holds for me, for any of us. And the uncertainty is disquieting. Life is disquieting. But with the help of my friends, I'll face it head on. I'm done being controlled by yesterday. I'm going to live for tomorrow.
Wow, god damn, I was not expecting to feel the things I felt after reading this issue, but Daniel Barnes absolutely nailed it with his whole Scrapnik Island series. What a fantastic read and a great ender for this whole series. More than anything, what surprised me was the overall tone the Scrapnik Island series settled on. It feels like a suspense story with elements of horror thrown in that features Sonic and somehow works. The concept of having Sonic and Tails crash land on an island of mysterious broken down badniks keeps us, as well as our heroes, uncertain of their true motives. Not to mention the presence of former powerful badniks like Mecha Sonic as well as Mecha Knuckles, which only helps add to the growing tension in the story. Add an injured Sonic to the mix and you have yourself a fun mini-series where we see our heroes struggling to survive. Hell, Tails himself even gets a moment to shine in this series of him going out to rescue Sonic. That being said, do you guys feel like he was portrayed well in this, or do you feel he was done dirty? I personally think they did a damn good job considering he was caught off guard in the last comic. As for this issue, I loved it. Seeing Mecha Sonic's plans and motivation to get back at Eggman for abandoning him by switching his brain with Sonic to use his body was dark. Not to mention it really put a sympathetic light on the former big enemy of the classic Sonic 3 and Knuckles storyline. All Mecha Sonic wanted was to be acknowledged and have a purpose again after his initial defeat. This is something Eggman seems to do a lot with his former old designs, oftentimes scrapping or abandoning them altogether and leaving them to rust. He doesn't seem to revisit old concepts after they fail, with very few exceptions. Remember, this is the same thing that led Omega to hating his creator as well. Though that was probably more than likely because he was sealed away more so than he was forgotten. But when Mecha Sonic fails to transfer his mind into Sonic's body, thanks to the help of the Scrapniks, we can finally see what's going through Mecha's head. The pain he feels from being abandoned, the anger at his failures, and more importantly, the hopelessness of losing his purpose. And while he's not right in his methods, you might at least sympathize with him a little when you realize he's simply trying to give himself a new purpose, a reason to exist. Because what's a creation without any purpose? And that's where his battle with Sonic comes in. This isn't just a fight between former foes. This is Sonic showing Mecha that when push comes to shove, he's able to push past his limits, proving to Mecha that his free will and choice comes from choosing to move forward, and not letting his past mistakes define who he is today. This has also been a big running theme that has been ongoing with the current issues in the main Sonic IDW run, especially ones featuring Kit and Surge. But perhaps the most telling thing in this issue is the parallels between Sonic's battle with Mecha Sonic and Metal Sonic both from Sonic CD and from the Sonic OVA. While Sonic is pushing through the pain of his injuries, he is racing Mecha Sonic along a long conveyor belt track leading to an incinerator that looks eerily similar to the Stardust Speedway course from Sonic CD, where Sonic once battled Metal Sonic. Not only that, but when Sonic manages to knock Mecha Sonic down into the incinerator, the scene plays out exactly the same as it did when Sonic tries to save Metal Sonic in the OVA, even down to Mecha Sonic knocking Sonic's hand away. But things play out differently this time. Since Sonic is able to hear Mecha's thoughts, he decides to go off on him, telling him to cut the crap, which had me do a double take. This may be one of the first times Sonic has said crap before. Then again, he did say shit in the Japanese version of Sonic X.
Shit!
Even still, Sonic basically tells Mecha that the only thing holding him back is his own obsession with the past. That the only way he'll be able to move forward is to make his own future and to live for himself. Which is honestly Sonic's MO. Though the moment is short-lived and actually kind of funnily subverted when Sonic finds he's unable to pull Mecha Sonic to safety with his injuries. Thankfully, Tails and all the Scrapniks come to the rescue to pull them out just in the nick of time. The next scene is probably the most wholesome in the whole series. With Sonic and Mecha's brains still linked, Sonic is able to shed tears for Mecha, who is still feeling overwhelmed with emotions. It's a really touching scene that just shows how far Mecha has come from being an emotionless killing machine. Just getting to see the emotions on full display is not something you really get to see in a lot of Sonic stories, so I kind of welcome it. The last few pages end with Tails fixing up Mecha Sonic and Mecha Knuckles and getting rid of the last bit of Eggman's programming in them, thus freeing them both from their original directives of destroying Sonic. From here on in, the two will be able to choose what they do freely, something Mecha mentions as being oddly unsettling, but something he will be able to push through with the help of his Scrapnik friends. From this moment forward, he's going to live for the future. Honestly, it's a wholesome and hopeful ending to what started off as an eerily suspenseful miniseries. I love the Scrapniks, a bunch of mismatched hybrids of mixed up badniks that all seem to be good-natured and helpful. Sigma is a fun and good character I'd love to see return in the main series sometime. He seems like he would get along well with Bell, as they both seem to want to help abandoned, forgotten, and busted Eggman badniks. All of the Scrapnik redesigns are fun too, as well as Mecha Knuckles sporting the OVA hat no less. It gives them personality as well as making them look really weathered and dilapidated. And honestly, it was nice to see Sonic's mercy and forgiveness not bite him in the butt this time. For once, he was actually able to save Mecha Sonic as well as give him a hopeful new future. In a way, this is one of the most Sonic-y issues ever written, with old foes becoming new friends and leaving their painful past behind. If that's not the most Sonic thing you've ever read, I don't know what is. Overall, this was a great read and an amazing miniseries that I enjoyed from start to finish. Daniel Barnes did an amazing job on this one, and I would love to see him get another shot at a miniseries or at least write his own story arc in the main IDW Sonic run. I really don't have any complaints or nitpicks about this. Which leaves me to my score. Bet y'all can't guess what I'm about to give it. This issue of Scrapnik Island gets a 9.8 out of 10. And the entire Scrapnik Island miniseries gets a 9.4 out of 10. Really good, really solid, would love to see more sometime. But tell me what you guys thought of the Scrapnik Island miniseries. Did you guys like it, did you not like it, or did you feel meh about it? What would you score it out of 10? Let me know in the comments below, feed the algorithm with your words, and help a wolf get more views on these videos. Seriously, if you guys like the dramatic reading, it would really help. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next time. This video is brought to you by my patrons. Zomzetta02, Nazire Beauregard, Max Moller, Hawkin125, No Name, Kira, Darkspine Alchemist, Kayaseme, Preston King, Julia Bonavita, Jeffrey Dahl, Jack Thorne, Psycho, El Sane, Anthony Sampson, Dennis Taylor, A. Powers, Gail Kuhn, Kara Rollman, Jack Rigg, Milza Hodinu, Liam Binaries, Rontario Zavacado, Little Rara, Black Flash 09, Lord Kitsune aka Keenus Fox, Not Legoshi, Leon, Noah Whitson, Oksana Telescope, Sarah McMeno Me, Nathan Perrin, Hotshot Ninja, Floofy Foxy, Ruckus 3K, Chris, Green, Hedge, Some of y'all's names are so hard to pronounce. I'm so sorry if I slaughtered them.